Hello, welcome to today's collective general reading. As always, remember to use your own discernment, join with intention, and allow the message to be received with an open heart. A quantum reminder, we are speaking through symbol and story here, so please do not rely on tarot readings as factual evidence. You are always encouraged to do your own research, especially when engaging with strangers on the internet. In the description, I have a link to my Buy Me a Coffee where there are some personal readings as well as experimental integration sessions available for purchase. And I'm also there linking my Substack, which hosts the 444 Collective where the signal is active. Let's see where we are. I have Knight of Cups. Obviously can't keep this on camera. I do just want to say there's something that's been kind of like sitting with me for a few days, and I'm like, okay, this channel is more active, which is lovely. I'm very grateful for everyone that is here. And I'm noticing, regardless of intention, that's, we can only know what is inside ourselves, right? There's been some comments telling people what to do, or kind of phrasing things as people are stepping over the fence to tell others how they should live their life. And I just want to clarify that doesn't roll in this space. That doesn't happen here. And so if it becomes an issue, I'm keeping track of who says what. You will get a warning. If it's feeling unsavory, and if it continues to be an issue, then I'm just going to have to block you, because it's very important that the integrity of this space remains. Yeah, 5 of Stones and the Fool. Okay, let's see what we have. Knight of Branches on bottom. Now, the story in this deck, this is Mindscapes. The stones, the pentacles, tells the story of a town being built, and then in the middle with this 5 for change, conflict, confusion, the city is essentially wiped away, waved away. And then the 6 becomes the rebuilding phase. So you are currently in destruction phase, but it's different this time. I don't know if this is speaking to, no, okay. I don't know if this is speaking to self-destruction or destructive tendencies, if it's toward yourself or outer into the world, but something has changed for you recently. A bit of clarity. Oh. So we have 3 Knights in a row. We have the Knight of Cups in the beginning, the Knight of Branches, Wands, the Knight of Stones, Pentacles. So this is something that is already in motion. The 10, 9, and 4 of Spires are the swords. And they don't all have the same visual outlook, but to see these 3 lined up, I'm seeing peace, there's mist, there is a layer of unknown, and you're unfazed by it. You're not worried because you're in a resting period. You're holding on. With the 9 of Spires, we see a light, and I'm seeing this in the same place as where the 0 is for the Fool. So something of a core trauma, a core of a wound, something that has been and continues to follow you around. And it typically here with this smoky quartz, with this 10 of Spires, it's something that typically you burn, fizzle out from. Your light runs dim. And so what I'm seeing here is you are being given another opportunity for how you want to view yourself, your role, your place in worlds. This is, and I haven't actually seen the Tower come through in a while now that I think of it, but this is kind of setting you up to choose your own tower. Choose your own adventure. Where? Okay. Shamanic healing. Getting the sense that this is going to be from the book. And something about having the shadow of the box there. There's part of your shadow that is following you consistently. You can't really shake it. It's this Eeyore tendency, you could say. $36 grounding, 19 unlimited possibilities. What I'm seeing here is the half of this tree and then this full. There's something that you've already started. Here I see the acorns, I see this feather or a leaf, depending, but I'm seeing all of these snippets of beginning. And here we have it into 4 quarters, né? But down bottom, we see all of these root systems come in. And here the root systems are implied. But through this, this is the work that you've been doing your whole life. All of these different pockets of change, of evolution, of healing, of transmutation. And you are now in a place where you have the opportunity, not that it's going to automatically happen. You have the opportunity to embrace everything, to embody the change, this 5, that you have been, I want to say like manifesting into the world, but I'm getting the sense that it's not that you manifest it, it's that this is why you manifest. Very interesting. And for this to place on the 9, there's something that you almost had to completion, that you had to pull away from in one form or another. Who's this? Letting go, 43. Now, letting go, I'm going to read from the book, but I'm getting the sense that this is what is going to change, why this time is different. On bottom, 40, retreat. Because you're not, and having retreat with these 3 nights is interesting, but I'm seeing here this, yes, abundance, this starry night. So what is it? Dark night of the soul, potentially. And I'm also seeing knowing when to camp, when to find shelter, when to take a break, take a step back, when to stop pushing yourself, pushing to shove. Oh, this is the second last card in this book. Letting go of a person or situation can be a challenge. At times, what's at stake is not just the relationship or situation, it's the attachment we had for it, the hopes, the dreams, the expectations. Many relationships end long past their natural ending point. One or both people hung on, hoping things would change. They invested so much time because without that person or job or relationship, their future loomed up as one big blank screen. For many, this is too scary to bear. However, by letting go, we create a space for a person or situation that will resonate with us where we are now. Start looking at your expectations. Try not to have any. This will enable you to live in the moment and be mindful in the present. To be able to gracefully release from a situation is a lesson for all of us. There was one part there that really stood out early on. One or both people hung on hoping things would change. It's having a hope for change when you're seeing disaster around you. And so it can be a bit of that, gee golly, I hope nothing bad happens here. Bad does happen. That's a part of it. That is the c'est la vie, c'est la life. And not to say that bad is bad, but sometimes what you don't want is also what you need. And even if you don't need it, that's what you're receiving. This goes back to the importance of maintaining a frequency of a life you want to receive. Smelling cherry. And I don't know why. I have like a terrible sense of smell, so I know it's not coming earth side. I don't know if it's like cherry chapstick or cherry lip balm, but cherry just popped up for someone. Let's do some dream state. It's like a nostalgic smell. It's not like a deep black cherry. It's not a sultry cherry. It's simple. It's light. Also getting lemonade. 24. The unknown is your friend. Lean in to embrace what's next. I'm seeing this here as the flame. This here. And the echoes of light coming out from source. And here, excuse me, again, similar to this tree, this light source is cut down the middle. We are not given the entire picture because it is not for us to hold all. And I think that's a tricky part for a lot of people is, well, I want to know what comes next. I want to know what I need to do. I want to know what I am missing. But the unknown is where, what I'm getting is where the grace builds. 7, time for a quantum leap. Prepare for a makeover. And so this is the thing, and people use the language of quantum leap, and I'm not here to say yay or nay. It's like, it means different things to different people. So when it comes to the language of quantum, I'm like, it's kind of hard to have an opinion on what is a certainty versus not, because there's so much fluidity, there's so much lost in language, that the ambiguity is what we gain. So it's not about defining it. Like, I want an Oxford Dictionary explanation of why this is the way it is and how it can change. That's not how it's going to work. And so someone, whoever it is that is resonating with this message, you are being given the opportunity to handle your stress, to handle your, bless you, your tendencies from another perspective. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but I know sometimes people can have a sharp reaction to being informed or reminded or have a mirror held up to their stubborn side or their lack of desire to change. They want to see change, but they don't want to do the internal work. And that's where someone is being given this opportunity. It's similar to how the 6 of Swords was coming up as an opportunity to redo your 7 of Swords. This, okay, yes. I was watching a science video the other day and I didn't look further into it, so don't quote me for the science, look into more of it yourself. It was talking about the Earth's core. So let's use this, imagine that like the rest of the Earth is around this, né? And then this is the Earth's core. How it's, I don't know what we thought it was in science, but as a kid, I'm like, it's like molten lava. It's really hot down there, etc., etc. And then there's conversations of, is it more of like I'm using very simple language, so don't come to me for the science of it, not the earth science. Social science, I can talk with you all day. Anyway, not sure if it's a fluid compound, if it is a hardened core, not sure of the viscosity of that center. But the interesting thing was that they said it rotates in an opposite way than Earth. So let's say Earth is moving clockwise, right? It's moving counterclockwise. And this is hard even for me to do with 2 hands. So you can imagine the Earth doing it on its natural scale cycles. I'm gonna make a little more room. And something about this, okay. It is emerging. with this smoky quartz now above this 10 of spires, it's filter through your core. I'm using like language because everyone can kind of understand what I mean with like ho, humdrum, Eeyore, you know? But I'm not trying to make light of your experiences, your life. I'm just a stranger on the internet trying to translate an energetic pulse to you, okay? This quantum, no, it is top, but I'll keep that cut, and it's also top. 52, whoa. 52, a splendid torch, blaze brightly. 15, honoring your energy. What I'm seeing here is this earth core. After having just talked about all of that. With this honoring your energy. And this I'm seeing is the example of the not recycling, the recycling of the earth's core in opposition to the lateral exchange. I think I'm channeling now because the words are less so their definition, and it's more so using the tools I have in this human toolbox to express. So not everything is going to be logical after this point. Bless. Honoring your energy in terms of your inner core. Everything inner is outer. Né? So your inner core here is going to be moving in opposite direction to how the rest of your world, I want to say the regular world, your 3D, is operating. And so as your life is moving like this, every 70 years, there's going to be a change, and this is going to then start moving against the current. And so it's kind of this, I am getting the movement of yin yang, but I don't even know if that would be correct, because I feel like that, anyway, don't want to get too lost in it because it's not about yin yang. It is if it's for you. So if that image, I'm just going to sense that that image broke through something for someone. So you go, Glen Coco, you follow that rabbit hole. And what I'm talking about here is things are going to be changing inside of you. It's not for you to negate that because it goes against what you're seeing on the outside. It's like if you're walking through your day and you're just like, man, my favorite color is green. I love green so much. This is this outer world, right? Green is awesome. I love green. It's so wonderful. And suddenly you're just thinking of the number 7. You don't know why. And it's not that the number 7 negates the color green, but the rhythm took you off beat for a moment. And now you're focusing on something else. And you're like, I went from colors to numbers. What is that? And then you can blend the two together. But that, I'm getting the sense, is a whole other conversation that I'm not here to simplify today. It's more complex than your shadow self is talking to you, but is it? But it's not even speaking to you. There's a rumbling of a shift. It's like your 70 years is turning. And perhaps it's, and now I'm not speaking scientifically because I can't speak to that, but we're speaking through symbol and story. So perhaps now it went from being in opposition to now it is flowing with. So now your everyday world is moving clockwise and your inner starts moving clockwise as well. And that's gonna mess with your gravitational sense. That's gonna mess with your grounding a bit. You're gonna have to put more roots down, because even though everything starts going your way, you are used to living in opposition. Yes, that's the message. Okay, 20 minutes flat. You are used to walking uphill in a snowstorm with no shoes on both ways. You're so used to fighting and fighting and fighting that when things start flowing, you are pushing them away because you are used to some sort of oppositional force. Okay? And when things weren't going good, you were digging deep to, you can say, manifest, think on the bright side, to make things work, choose between a rock and a hard place. You were doing what you needed to do to get to where you need to go. And now things are aligning. You need to choose. Is this a continued chaotic response, or is this a new way? This is the separation between the Five of Stones and the Fool. Where is this deck? What's this meeting in the middle? What's a joining point, perhaps? And I wasn't noticing it in the first like 20 minutes, but I'm just seeing a lot from this candle now. Getting the phrase green thumb, so perhaps perhaps green thumb is a symbol for someone. What did I just say I hadn't seen in a long time? You know what you need? A good strong tower. Like a tall glass of milk. Yeah, Queen on Spires. Queen of Spires. Queen of Swords on bottom. It's funny what you speak into the universe then becomes. It's not even this Four of Pentacle energy. It's past that point. You've had your opportunity to make a choice. The choice is now being made for you. But you need to figure out which side of the hill you are going to run on from this tower coming down. Are you going to run back towards the base and hope that if you're close enough to the chaos, you'll be able to salvage what's left after? Or are you going to run and hope that you just keep outrunning it until you start a new treasure? Interesting. Treasure hunt? You know, I love this deck. It is so beautiful. It is rose scented. I cannot say enough about it. So this card, let's see, what is this? What spirit is asking for you to embody, to become, to hold? It's kind of like, I don't want to phrase it like this, but it's like your bulletproof fence. Fest. Wow. Vest. But then fence was coming through. And thinking about how the conversation had been, which way will you run? You may run into a fence, and then you need to make a choice. The words are getting all over the place. Queen of Swords. So we have Queen of Swords doubling down. And I'm seeing, yes, I'm seeing all of this green. I'm seeing someone running in here and going all around the coastline, trying to figure out, where is my exit? Where can I go? Where can I go? And they follow the peninsula and they get all the way and realize it's right back from where I started. And here to have the 10 of Stones on bottom match with this 5 of Stones. Yes, this strength. You don't need to worry about, I don't feel strong enough to do this. I don't feel powerful. And like my words, yeah, High Priestess. My words are not wanting to come out anymore because I think the message is complete. And if this is for you, you will see this. You will hear this. The 10 of Stones in this deck is 1 through 9 is this town, the city being built, and then 10 is thousands of years later, the wreckage being found. So all of this building, all of this pentacle energy to create something into the world, its purpose is to fall. Tower is to collapse. Your strength is in your ability to maneuver your way home. 5 of Cups, the Lord of loss and pleasure. And this with 4 of Swords, letting go. The unknown is your friend. Find new pleasures. There is something calling you. I don't know what it is. It could be an art form, a hobby, a creativity, a relationship, a place. It could be going for a walk somewhere that inspires you for something, a journaling practice, a healing modality. Like there's going to therapy. There's something that is just at the bottom of this hill. Should you choose to run in this direction, you can see the path goes 2 ways, right? And there is a new pleasure waiting for you somewhere, but you would not have found it had you not been running away from the collapse of this tower. One path takes you to where you've been, another, a new adventure. Okay. Thank you for being here. If this message resonates with you, you can like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to hear from me more often. Stay tuned.